Did I get you? Hi, it's Tuesday and you're watching Tasty Tuesday, the show where it's Tuesday and try to make something tasty. Sometimes it works. So, you know how you buy candy corn every year and you think you're gonna eat it, but then you don't because, I don't know, you respect yourself? Or maybe you did a really cool candy corn nail design and you bought them to be in the background of your Instagram picture because you really go the extra mile, you fucking nerd. That was to myself. Whatever the case is, it usually sits in your cupboard till the next year, and I wanted to make sure that I actually used these motherfuckers. I had the idea that I would sneak them into a recipe that I already know is tasty. In fact, I've already done this recipe on Tasty Tuesday the right way, and if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. I'm making 7 layer bars. It is the easiest recipe, and it's honestly one of my favorite desserts in the whole world. In the original recipe, you use semi-sweet chocolate chips and you use butterscotch chips. Well, I thought, what if we substitute the butterscotch chip for candy corn? And what if we dye the coconut like Halloween colors to make it really spooky? Then maybe we could trick our friends into eating this disgusting candy corn. And maybe it'll actually be tasty. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's make this dish. The first thing we're gonna do is preheat our oven to 350. You guessed it, or maybe you didn't. But either way, that's what we're doing. Next, we're gonna take a 9x13 dish. We're gonna take a whole stick of butter and we're gonna put it in our casserole dish. Is it a casserole dish? Then we're gonna put that dish in the oven while the oven is preheating until the butter melts. Don't worry, this dish is super healthy for you. And you get in there. By the time our oven is done preheating, the butter should be pretty melted. While that's melting, I'm gonna open a bottle of wine. Oh fuck, you bitch. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Don't freak out, don't freak out. Alright, I hope that was worth it. This lady in the grocery store was like sent as a representative to try and sell this wine, and she was super bummed out because she couldn't give samples and felt really bad for her, and the label looked really cool, so I bought it. I don't know how it tastes. We're gonna try it and I'm gonna let you know. Mmm. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. That's not part of the recipe. Let's get back to the recipe. I have this shredded sweetened coconut. Normally we would just sprinkle this into the recipe when it's supposed to happen, but I'm gonna dye it green to just make it really spooky. Because it's Halloween. So I'm gonna pour it in this bowl and then I'm gonna pour green food coloring in there. Oh yes, this is looking very spooky. I think it's gonna trick people into actually eating candy corn. Cheers. Okay, so now our oven is heated and our butter is melted, I'm hoping. By the way, this recipe is not written down anywhere. This is all like what my mom told me to do, and she's really bad at giving instructions. So if it turns out wrong, I'm blaming her. That's right, Mom, it's your fault. Now we're gonna take these graham cracker crumbs and we're gonna kind of spread it out onto the butter until it doesn't like leak through. Again, these are my mom's instructions. Just enough graham cracker crumbs so the butter doesn't like bubble through the crumbs. Now to make the crust really even, we're gonna pat it down with like the bottom of a glass or some other flat surface. I'm using 16-ounce pint glass from my good friends at the Beer and Stuff channel. Shout out to them, what? But you can use whatever flat surface you want. Yes, yes, get it, Gaga. Once it's looking a lot more like Gwyneth Paltrow's chest area, you are good to go. Love you, Gwen. Next, we're gonna take some semi-sweet chocolate chips. You could take dark chocolate, milk chocolate, butterscotch, whatever you want. I think that semi-sweet adds like a good amount of like bitterness, so it's not too sweet, because everything else in the recipe is so freaking sweet that you probably want some balance in your life. Do it. You want it to be like a little less than half of the bag, and make sure they're really evenly spread. Don't forget the corners. Next, the fun part that you're gonna trick all your friends into eating. You're gonna put a nice even layer of candy corn. Oh, your friends are getting so tricked right now. Beautiful. Next, we're gonna put a layer of chopped pecans. I'm not much of a nut person, so I just kind of sprinkle it on until I'm like, yeah, that's enough. These nuts! Got them. Ah, get out of there. Getting a little nuts. These nuts is crazy. All right, next, we're gonna put that spooky green coconut that we dyed earlier, and we're gonna make a nice even layer. And I know what you're thinking, a lot of you out there don't like coconut, but after this dish is done, you will love coconut. It doesn't taste like coconut. You'll just like something that used to be coconut that changed chemical composition enough to be something that doesn't even resemble coconut anymore. Aesthetically, this is turning out way better than I even thought it would. Also, my self-esteem is very low in ideas that are my own. Again, don't forget the corners. Cut corners at work, but not in dessert. That's my life motto. It's not. Okay, that looks great. Lastly, we're gonna use a whole can of sweetened condensed milk, which is an ingredient I'd like to eat the whole thing of, but I won't because I have Self-respect. I have self-respect. I have self-respect. I have self-respect. Also, I thought something that would be pretty cool for Halloween is if we dyed the sweetened condensed milk orange. I've never done this before. I don't know if it'll work out, but we're gonna try. Get pumped. Do it! You wanna make sure you taste the sweetened condensed milk on the top of the can lid, just to really make sure that it's sweetened condensed milk. Oh, yep, that's sweetened condensed milk. Okay, so I'm gonna add a couple drops of red and a couple drops of yellow, and supposedly that makes orange, but we'll see. Okay, that's looking pretty orange and spooky. So we're gonna drizzle it evenly on our 7-layer bars until it's completely covered and the can is completely gone. Don't forget the corners. Okay, now we're gonna put this in the oven for about 25 minutes or until the coconut gets a little bit golden brown on the top, which I don't know if it's gonna get golden brown because it's green. Just use your best judgment. 25 minutes. Oh goodness, please. Okay, and yeah, use this time to do as you will. Got almost a half an hour going for you. I'll see you in half an hour. Okay.
Okay.
How'd your colds do today?
Fuck you. Oh, damn.
Are they good?
They're immediately really good.
Yes! Really?
Yeah.
Yay! Do you notice anything different about them?
Very festive. Just the green coconut. Oh, and there's candy corns on them.
Yeah. It's how to trick people into eating candy corn. Yes, Tasty Tuesday, it's tasty! If you want to make them for your next gathering for your friends with all your leftover candy corn and all your millions of friends, you asshole cocky bragger person, go right ahead, they'll love it. Also, I make new videos 5 days a week, so subscribe so you don't miss any of this, and I will see you in tomorrow, maybe, hopefully, maybe.
Guys, let her have a break. Give her a break.
So I just finished my gains and I realized I didn't vlog it. Sorry about that. But here's a reenactment of how it went. Oh, I got this. You got this. Fuck yeah.